Welcome back to my channel. Today, let's listen to a very interesting story. Before we start, don't forget to like and subscribe so you won't miss any upcoming stories. Today's story is The House That Isn't on the Map. No one remembers when the road first appeared. It has no name, no sign. It doesn't exist on any map, paper or digital. But if you drive long enough on Highway 17, past the third abandoned gas station, past the curve where cell service begins to fade, you'll see it. A narrow road, barely wide enough for one car, gray gravel, untouched as if it's never been repaired. Tall pine trees press in from both sides, their branches tangled together, swallowing the moonlight whole. That night, I turned onto that road. I don't remember deciding to. The GPS didn't tell me to. I wasn't looking for anything. I just turned. The moment my tires hit the gravel, the radio cut out. The digital clock flickered once, then froze at 11:11 p.m. I remember that number clearly, because my heart began to pound for no reason I could explain, like my body understood something my mind didn't yet. The road stretched on far longer than it should have. 10 minutes passed, then more. The forest never changed. Same trees, same darkness, no houses, no lights, no sound of insects. And then it appeared. A large wooden house, old and sagging, set back among the trees. The porch light was on, casting a weak yellow glow. The iron gate in front stood open, rusted, waiting. I don't remember parking the car, only the cold air biting through my jacket as I stepped out, carrying the smell of damp earth and rotting wood. A wooden sign hung on the gate. The letters were worn almost smooth, but one word remained: stay. I laughed quietly, told myself I was exhausted. Then I turned around. The road behind me was gone. No gravel, no tire tracks, only trees, dense, black, endless. The front door of the house creaked open. Inside was complete darkness. A voice came from within, low, dry, like it hadn't been used in years. Finally, someone came. I should have run. I didn't. My feet moved on their own, pulled forward by something I couldn't see. The air inside was colder than outside. Dim oil lamps lit a long hallway. Old photographs lined the walls. I stepped closer. Every face in every photograph had been violently scratched out. Every face except one. At the end of the hall was a photo of me. Same clothes, same posture, same hollow, terrified eyes, staring at something behind the camera. I spun around. The hallway behind me was longer than before. The door was gone. The voice returned, closer now. This house doesn't keep people. It keeps memories. A hand settled on my shoulder, ice cold. Images flooded my mind. People before me wandering these halls, trying to leave, hearing their own voices call to them from empty rooms. I understood too late. No one dies in this house. They just stop being themselves. And when I opened my mouth to scream, the voice that came out wasn't mine. It was the same voice that had welcomed me in. I don't know how long I stood there. The hand remained on my shoulder, heavier with each heartbeat. I didn't turn around, not because I feared what I'd see, but because I knew I would see myself. When I finally moved, the hallway was empty. But the photos were changing. The empty faces were healing. Eyes formed, mouths, expressions. They were looking at me, begging. I ran. Doors lined the hallway. Knocking erupted from inside, soft at first, then frantic. And then I heard it, my own voice. "I know you can hear me." A door opened. Inside was my bedroom, perfect, every detail. On the bed sat me. "I didn't think you'd come this soon," he said. "You're the part that stays, and you're the part that disappears." The house twisted, hallways bent like the inside of a living thing, walls breathed, the air grew thick. I entered a large room with a long table. People sat around it, faces I recognized from the photographs. A woman stood at the head. Her mouth was sewn shut. "You're new," she said calmly. "We were like you once." "The house doesn't hunt," she continued. "It reflects. It feeds on guilt, regret, silence." The process began. Bodies broke, skin peeled into wood, faces stretched beyond human limits. The house grew. And then I was outside again, facing the house, larger now, taller, watching. Another version of me stood behind me. "You can't keep running," he said. "This place needs a storyteller, a witness, a replacement." The truth crushed me. The house only keeps one. In the final room, I faced myself, the part I abandoned. "The house loves people who feel guilty," he said, "because guilt never leaves." A chair appeared. "If you sit, I can go." I understood. I sat. The house exhaled. When I opened my eyes, I stood in the hallway again. The frames were empty. Outside, the gate was open. The road had returned. A man stood by his car, confused. "Did you get lost too?" he asked. I smiled. "Yes," I said. "Come inside. It's warm." The porch light turned on, and somewhere deep inside the house, a new photograph appeared. Mine, waiting.